We're on site today to catch up with Curtis Lacock. Now Curtis is special because he came to PRC as a carpenter, but now he's an assistant superintendent. So let's go catch up with him to see how he made that transition. Hey Curtis, how's it going?
Hey Carrie, how you doing?
Good. What are we working on here?
We're getting the door frame set for the masons so we can finish blocking up this addition. Check it off the list.
Awesome. So what made you get into carpentry?
I kind of grew up with it. My dad had his own company and I worked summers with him, and his dad was a cabinet maker, and worked with my pop for a while, and then ended up moving to the commercial world in high school and kind of fell in love with that, and I'm still here.
And then now you're like filling this assistant superintendent role.
Yeah.
So how do you like that transition?
It's pretty cool. It is a lot different than, the residential world, but I still really like the interacting with people and, seeing all the subs and making everything happen, as a group. It's really rewarding for me, for sure.
That's awesome. I mean, I think you're doing a great job at it.
Thank you.
That's
No,
great.
I appreciate it. I'm doing my best.
So when you're not wearing your tool belt, what does Curtis like to do?
Oh, a little bit of everything. As long as it's outdoors. We love kayaking and paddleboarding with our dogs, and then we just got a kayak for my son this year, so we've been doing that a lot. And just any adventures. We go to, national parks, caves, waterfalls, like whatever we can do outside.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite place that you've camped, or which park do you like?
We have visited Shenandoah National Park twice now, and that's been my favorite so far. But there's a lot of others I'd like to see. It's just, we'll get there one day.
Yeah, no, that's
there's so
awesome.
much to see. Yeah.
That one's on my list, so I'll have to check it out.
No, it's definitely a good time. We went twice and still haven't seen everything yet.
How
So.
long have you been with PRC?
I'll be here 8 years this year.
Oh, so 8 years. So you've worked on a lot of projects. What would you say your favorite is?
When I first came here, we had a resident building, RB11. That was very, very good experience for me. I learned a lot. And also Amoret and Lancaster City was probably my favorite. It was like a 5-star restaurant, so probably the most unique work I've ever done there. It was very cool.
That was a very cool building.
It was wild.
Oh, that's great. It's going to be a really cool building.
No, for sure.
So what would you tell an up-and-coming carpenter that's looking to get into this industry?
I would say don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, and don't be afraid to challenge yourself, because you're the person who makes your own path. So you got to do what you got to do.
I think that's great advice. And, you've made your own path, which has now moved you into that assistant superintendent role.
Yep.
So, I mean, obviously that works. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. Thanks, Curtis.
Yep, no problem.